That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction
Mondays.
Monday.
All right, Christopher, have at it, sir.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, God.
Hey.
Hey, thanks, Jay.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, TJ.
What up, though?
I don't understand why you start segments that way when it's the middle of the show. We've said hello to each other literally for an hour and a half.
Thing. What's up? That's how he does it.
All right.
Winning came secondary for D-Hop signing with the Titans.
Well, you're saying that as a Patriot fan, or you're just saying that
I'm saying is they're not going to win a lot of games.
where does he have a better shot to win the division?
Kansas City.
Where does he have? I see what you're saying. Like,
Dallas.
Yeah, he chose dollars over wins.
well, DeAndre Hopkins is a free agent, and so why would he go ahead and say, "I'll take $5-6 million"?
Because
a
I've
year?
made a lot of money, and I don't have I have money in one hand, and I have 0 rings in the other. What would balance this out? Oh, if I got a ring in one hand.
Yeah, he could have taken the Odell route without, the knee getting blown out. I'll go win a ring and then become one of the hottest commodities on a free agent market next year. He could have done that. He could have gone 1 year, $6-7 million, been up there in Western New York or being introduced in Kansas City and having a better shot to win it all.
Yeah, couldn't Patrick Mahomes been like, hey, I'll put you in a couple Coors Light commercials and we'll offset some of the cash that way?
Or he's just, screw it, I'm sick and tired of seeing all these guys make money. It's time for me too. And I also go to a spot where, the coach of the year from a year ago resides. And I also know the offensive coordinator. And Derrick Henry's there. And Ryan Tannehill needs to win this year. And this team was winning the division until everything went completely haywire, not their own fault. I mean, there are ways to spin this.
And it's a place where only 4 wide receivers have had 1,000-yard seasons in the last 10 years.
Interesting.
So,
hey, but here's the deal.
I take that back. Not 4 wide receivers, Rich. 4,000-yard seasons because AJ had 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, so. I can't sit here and say the Titans are one of the top 10 teams to win the Super Bowl right now. But they're one of 2 teams with a great shot to win their division. And that's what he chose. But you're right. If he wanted to take less money, there would have been a whole host of teams from the Cowboys to, I imagine, the Bills and the Chiefs, teams that have a better shot in the fans' mind's eye. But we'll see. When Titan training camp hits, they're not sitting there thinking we have no shot. They're thinking we've got nuke. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, that's true.
What else you got over there, Chris?
All right, a team we're not really talking much about, but is another one of those who has a chance to win their division, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Levante David recently praised Baker Mayfield's impact on the locker room. We assume he's going to be the starter. He probably put up a good season with some of the weapons they have down there. So, Baker Mayfield redemption season?
Oh, yeah, man. Sure.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah. Of course. And that's the thing I kind of don't understand, about the whole Kyle Trask aspect of this in a competition, but that's the way Todd Bowles wants to run it. And then, of course, there's also somebody who's out there that's just going to loom over this whole thing. And I know you're saying, Rich, why do you stir up Tom Brady? Why do you do it?
Yeah, Rich, why?
You know why. Read the quotes.
Excuse me. I'm not stirring up Tom Brady.
You're just reporting.
Antoine Winfield Jr., did you see this?
I did.
Yeah, he plays on the Buccaneers.
He is on the Buccaneers. Good player.
He was on Richard Sherman's podcast.
Won a Super Bowl.
I've heard of Richard Sherman.
Yeah, he's good. He was good.
I'm sure we're still reaching out to him. Him being Brady, I'm being Antoine Winfield Jr., who plays on the Buccaneers. I'm sure we're still reaching out to him, trying to see if he's trying to come back to the team. Hey, it could happen. Anything's possible. Sherman said he doesn't put anything past Brady, and Winfield said it's up in the air, man.
Oh, really?
Where's the up? Where's the air?
Tampa.
So
the Gulf Coast.
That looms until toe meets ball, and we'll see Baker Mayfield, who came on this program after signing with the Bucs, and he is totally got his head screwed on perfectly right about this situation. But there's a chip, and it's on his shoulder, and he's going to want to treat the rest of the National Football League, the manner in which he's seemingly always done it,
Mike Evans still there. Chris Godwin's still there.
Yeah, I think he wants to treat the rest of the National Football League like Hugh Jackson looking for a handshake. What else you got over there, Chris?
Hugh Jackson. Hey, you know who else has a good podcast? Tyreek Hill. Did you hear what he said? Play it. This is hilarious.
Oh,
Go.
we've got it.
We got sound.
Wow.
Roll it.
Impressive.
You breaking 2,000 yards next year? Receiving?
I will break 2,000 yards next year, bro.
Y'all heard him. He just checking stuff off his bucket list.
And all I'm going to say is 2,000 yards was on my bucket list to get, bro, before I leave this league. And y'all think the cheetah going to leave without doing something he promised himself he going to do as a jit? I got y'all, baby. 2,000 yards and another Super Bowl. We getting that. Believe that. Believe that.
2,000 yards and a Super Bowl. How about this? Tyreek Hill is going to hit on one of his 2 crazy predictions this year.
That's not an overreaction, right? I mean, he's supremely talented. What he just did, though, if you just heard that, this is incredibly impressive. He went triple crown on talking in the first, second, and third person. He used the word I, he, and cheetah. Okay, so he went third person in cheetah, and then referred to cheetah as he, second person, and then said I, first person.
Impressive.
It's not easy to do that in one single soundbite, and if he can do that, I think he can pull everything off. However, to get 2,000 yards, well, you know, Tua's got to throw for what, 5,000?
By the way, it's never been done before. Ever.
I get it. There's an extra game now, as we know. We're going to have to stop referring to it as an extra game because it exists.
It exists.
On a yearly basis now, forevermore. But Jalen Waddle's still on that team, and he's going to get his because he's Jalen Waddle, and that's not a denigrating Tyreek Hill, a.k.a. he cheetah.
Props to you for picking up on that, by the way.
Oh, come on! My third person alert it's keen. It's a pungent sense to me that I have. So Tua's going to have to be healthy and throw for 5,000 yards for Tyreek Hill to get 2,000 in an offense where the ball needs to be shared, and will certainly if Dalvin Cook gets there. Can't put it past him. What else you got over there, Chris?
All right, last week, Justin Jefferson was asked his top 5 quarterbacks, and he said Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers and Joe Burrow.
He did not say Kirk Cousins.
Jalen Hurts and Josh Allen. It's weird because he doesn't play with any of those guys. How about this? Kirk Cousins can be a top 5 quarterback this year.
Remember Michael Irvin said he was the MVP of the season going into the year last year? And he about 2/3 of the season in, Kirk was in that conversation. And by the way, we're all talking about the behind-the-scenes, mic'd-up stuff about Mahomes in the quarterback series on Netflix. Kirk Cousins has got that dog in him, right? To use that phrase. Sure, I can't. I'm not going to sit here and say Kirk Cousins is garbage and he can't be a top 5 quarterback this year.
He had the second most wins last year. It was 13-4.
Hey, man, I keep saying. I keep returning this running back market. I know it's not a running back league, but if Alexander Madison does not do Dalvin Cook things, then Kirk Cousins is going to have problems fading back to pass. Period. End of story. I mean, it's a team game, folks. So, you know.
By the way, no one in the NFL is garbage. Let's put that out.
No,
there.
I understand that. I'm referring to how fans think of Cousins.
To the fans, yeah.
And so, sure, can he be a top 5 quarterback? Like where? Like he's up there with Mahomes and Burrow and Allen and Rodgers.
So what are you measuring that by, Chris? Wins, touchdown passes, yardage?
All of it. Cousins has 4,000 yards passing in 7 of the last 8 years. So if he goes, say they're 12-5, 5,000 yards, 38 touchdowns, and 10 picks, that's a top 5 year. He's going to make the Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
he'll be in the All-Pro discussion.
I got you. Again, I can't sit here and say no chance. But I'll give that an overreaction. What are we overreacting to his last few years or whatever? But
no, just the idea that you don't even have him better than Dak Prescott. So when the stats definitely and the wins
Dak
say
Prescott,
otherwise,
man.
So that means Dak is top 2.
I like Dak, guys.
Wow.
No, I mean we're gonna have to see Jordan Addison. How does he do? KJ Osborne. I mean. Does Jalen Reagor step it up finally?
By the way,
TJ Hawkinson is there. This is an Alexander Madison. Like, this is going to be
I mean, it's their division.
I
don't know why everyone's on the Lion bandwagon, but this team won 13 games last year.
How many people can you put on Justin Jefferson?
I mean,
that's it.
You could safely triple
I'll let
team
everyone
him,
else beat me. Let everyone else beat me. You got one more over there, Chris?
Yeah. Ohtani went yard over the weekend. I'm going to say he's not going to get traded, but he will hit 60 home runs.
That's not an overreaction at all. He's on pace to hit in the high 50s right now. And you know, the Angels are close enough, I guess, in hailing distance for them to still look at their fan base and say, we're not trading Ohtani. Yankees pulling town. That's a big, huge-ass series here in Southern California with the Yankees having lost 2 of 3 to the Rockies.
You going?
I am not right now, no. I am not.
So last year at this time, Aaron Judge had 33 home runs.
Yeah, and he's
so
ahead of that
Ohtani's
pace.
one ahead of that pace.
I get it. Well, he's the MVP. I've got some thoughts on this subject matter.
MVP of what? They're not in the playoffs.
I understand that, pal. I get it. I get it.
Dallas Garcia and the Rangers are blowing everybody out. The numbers are just as good.
I got it.
Would this make everyone feel better if we changed MVP to MOP?
Most outstanding player.
Or just give out 2 awards like the NFL. Offensive Player of the Year and MVP. There's two different things.
We could do that. There we go.
I mean, they could.
Isn't that interesting? We just got nuanced and smart in an overreaction segment. That's rare.
Arias Consulting.
Sorry, I'll go back to my other
Again, if one person can go first, second, and third person in a single soundbite, we can be more nuanced on an overreaction Monday segment, and that's where we're taking our cue from Tyreek Hill. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.